Now I would like to talk on the topic dynamics of the peace. During the year 2003, I visited one of the Indian states, Arunachal Pradesh. I visited a Buddhist monastery at Tawang, 3,500 meter altitude. I stayed and spent some time nearly for a day. I observed a unique situation in all the villages nearby where young and experienced were all radiating happiness in spite of severe winter environment. Then I visited the 400 years old Tawang monastery itself, and there also I saw monks of all age groups in the state of serenity. I was asking myself, what is the unique feature of Tawang and the surrounding villages which makes people and monks to be at peace with themselves? When the time came, I asked the chief monk, how Tawang villages and monastery, I am experiencing a peace and happiness being radiated by everyone. There was a pause. The chief monk smiled. He said, you are the President of India. You will be knowing all about us and the whole nation. Again I said, it is very important for me. You please give me your thoughtful analysis. I asked the monk. There was a beautiful golden image of Lord Buddha radiating smile and peace. The chief monk assembled nearby. All is nearly 100 young and experienced monks. The chief monk and myself were sitting amidst them. The chief monk gave a short discourse, which I would like to share with you. Chief monk said, quote, in the present world, we have a problem of distrust, unhappiness transforming into violence. This monastery spreads when you remove I and me. When you remove I and me from your mind, you will eliminate ego. If you get rid of ego, hatred towards fellow human beings will vanish. If the hatred goes out of our mind, the violence in thinking and action will disappear. If violence in our mind is taken away, peace springs in human minds. Then peace and peace alone will blossom in the society, unquote. I realized the meaning of the beautiful equation for peaceful life, but difficult mission for the individual is how to remove the ethos of I and me. For this we need the education inculcated at the young age in all our educational institutions. Recently, I met His Holiness Dalai Lama during the launching of Global Foundation for Civilization Harmony at New Delhi. Dalai Lama said, His Holiness said, that as per one of the medical research study, it has been found that the people who utter the word I several times have greater tendency to have health problems both physically and mentally. In my search for evolving a peaceful and prosperous society, I got part of the answer. My search for real truth continues. I saw an ancient Christian monastery in Bulgaria where I had a discussion with highly experienced monks on the message of Tawang. The monk added that the forgiveness is also the foundation of the good life. Similarly, in the birthplace of Swami Vivekananda, I explained the Tawang experience to the disciples, and they too felt the Tawang experience indeed is beautiful. They added, trait of giving will add to peace and happiness. Then I visited Ajmer Sharif, where I participated in the Friday Namaz. Here the Sufi expert told me that Almighty's creation, the man has been challenged with another powerful creation of Shaitan. Only good deeds lead to good thinking. Good thinking results into actions radiating love as commanded by the Almighty.